Hey everybody, it's Christy with Christy Artistry. Thank you for joining me tonight. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of my Irish friends. If you're out partying right now and see this later, I still want to wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so for tonight's painting, I'm actually going to be doing something a little different. I have a canvas that is 11 by 14, but this canvas has a cutout in it that is for an actual photograph. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be painting the background of the canvas, and then we're going to be applying a photograph to the space in that canvas. And I know it doesn't make sense right now, but it will in a minute. And since it is St. Patrick's Day, we are going to be doing a green palette. So I'm going to point the camera down and we're going to get started with tonight's video. So I'll be right back. So here's my color palette for this evening. As you can see, it's all pretty much greens. First, we're going to have our Liquitex Basics Bright Aqua Green. Next, we are going to put in some of our Pearlized dark green. Next, we are going to use some Academy Acrylic Turquoise Green. On top of that, we are going to put some metallic Cobalt Blue. Then we're going to use our Master's Touch Ocean Green, and on top of that we are going to add our Golden Green Pearlized from Master's Touch as well. So I'm just going to give these a little shake. Because I pulled this color palette out a couple days ago and then I hurt my neck and back, so I wasn't able to paint for a couple days or do anything really. So I also was trying to decide between my 24 karat gold and my Splendid Gold, because my Splendid Gold is like a brighter gold, but my 24 karat gold shimmers. So I think I'm going to go with the Splendid Gold because I have a lot of pearlized going into this painting, and I think the Splendid Gold will be just fine. Once I get this done, and this is where the cutout is, so this is where you put a photograph. And I don't want to move this because I have it all leveled, but you put the photograph in, and then you have plexiglass and a wood board that goes behind here, and you'll have your photograph, and then you'll have your beautiful canvas. So this is what we're going to do tonight. We are just going to put our colors on, and then we are going to blow them out. And then I have some things I'm going to be embellishing this with once this dries. Oh, I can't get this. All right, well, if I can't get them open that way, hopefully I can get them to squirt. We'll see. All right, so I'm literally just going to put my colors on, because I want this to be kind of all over. This is one of those ones where you get to have fun, where you just sort of let it go. You just have to have enough paint on there to actually blow it around in a minute. Okay. So I'm just going to add our greens, because it's St. Patrick's Day. And I am not Irish. My husband has, I guess, a little Irish in him. Or Scottish. I think it's Irish. I'm not sure. But I do enjoy the celebrations that occur during St. Patrick's Day. We used to go down to Florida, to Destin, Florida, and they had a pub down there that on St. Patty's Day, they actually had a bus that they would go pick people up with, bring them to the pub, and then the bus would take them home. Well, now the bus just sits in the parking lot. It's sort of like filled with mannequins and stuff. It's kind of cool. But yeah, we haven't gone down in a while. Okay, so this is I put on my turquoise green, and this is my cobalt blue. Other than the shimmer, they're the exact same color. Alright, we're going to add some lighter greens now. We need to get, oh, That was kind of a mess. But this is all going to be blown together, so I'm not too concerned about it. I just want to make sure I have enough paint on here to get through all of these areas. And this is the golden green, the pearlized golden green. I like this color. Alright, so I'm going to make sure I get a lot of the pearl. Because you do have to go down the sides of this as well. Oopsie. This kind of painting is fun because you really can't make a mistake, you know? You're adding the colors that you want to, but it really can't go awry because you haven't like, you don't have like a particular you don't have a composition that's already set. You're just kind of going with it. Why will this bottle always jam on me? So weird. Skinny thing to stick in here. Ah, yeah. I do like my nude bottles. I should really just, once I get these emptied, I should really just mix the next batch up in my new bottles. These are my new bottles, the ones with the twist tops, because then all you have to do is wipe off the top. It's nice. Okay, let's put some Splendid Gold in here and then let's blow this out. It's really pretty. Oh, now it's good. There we go. Okay. Got some issues in this one too. Just go with the flow. If I can get it to flow, I can go with the flow. It's not flowing. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try to pour carefully. Maybe I'll just drizzle. That looks pretty. That's pretty. Drizzle here, drizzle there. Then, like I said, I have some embellishments I'm going to use when this dries that I think will be cute for St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so we have all our colors on. We need to torch the bubbles because we shook the bottles and we have lots of metallics. We want to get the metallics cooking here, get the bubbles out, and then let's blow it out. I'm going to use the flower with the small attachment because this is such a small canvas. Again, it's an 11 by 14. We've got this beautiful cutout here. So here we go. Okay, now this I can see covered quite nicely. Just checking the edges because you do want to make sure that you have all the little coverage here. This I need to fix, and then this little corner down here didn't get covered. So we'll tap that. We'll pick up some off the table for here. That's the other thing about doing these crazy little blowouts is you just need to pick up the color off the table and it'll draw the rest down and it will just kind of naturally fill itself in and match. Alright, so now I see that we're missing the lighter green here, some of the blue green here. So I'm gonna have to come over there because I can't see what color's missing there, but I can see it there. One little spot here. There we go. And I did put a lot of paint on here. So I wanted to make sure I blew off any excess because I've never worked with this canvas before, and I want to make sure that it's not real like flimsy and then will buckle when it dries because it's too thin. I have tape under here as well, so I have to scrape under here as well. Like so. And yeah, I have a big section over here. So I'm going to come over there and fix that, and then I'm going to bring you down and show you this. This is really pretty. Very pretty. Okay, I will be right back. So here is the canvas, and here is where that cutout is, that the photo goes. And then, like I said, there's a piece of acrylic and then a hardboard that goes behind there. So when you put your photo in, you have this beautiful handmade canvas frame for your photo. And I wanted to show you up close how beautiful these greens came out. So here we are. Look at all this. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't get an overabundance of cells. I just kind of like the blended greens in here. Let's go up here. This is where that gold really is shimmering, and it's in a perfect spot around the where the photo will go. So that is really cool. Let me see if I can take it up and show you this all at once. And there it is. And yeah, so I fixed the sides, so all of the sides are now matched along the edge. So let's show you that again. There's that one, and here's this edge. That came out really pretty. All right, so here is our little green specialty canvas with our little picture section, and this is what came with it. So here's the plexiglass and here's the hardboard. These just go underneath it and they get put in here when we're all done. So let's finish it off, and then we've got a couple other ones to finish off, so let's finish these off. Here we go. So, being this is green, and today is St. Patty's Day, of course, I decided that I wanted to add a few little decorations to our painting. Since it's St. Patrick's Day. So I'm just going to add a few little embellishments. We have to, you know, it's St. Patty's Day, so we want some lucky 4-leaf clovers on here, right? So I'm just going to kind of decorate with them where I think they should go. I have a whole bunch of them, but I'm not going to use them all. I just want a few here and there. Just so that we have some decoration to this. We've got some big ones. See, I've got all sizes here. And we're going to add some words. Like I said, these are just things that you can make on your Cricut. If you have a Cricut, it makes it kind of fun. So we're just going to add our words. And I'm just going to lightly apply this. I've got a 4-leaf clover stuck here. Okay, we're going to apply this, and I forgot to grab my stick, so excuse my reach. And I just take the stick, and I just use a paint stick, as you can see, because it's what I have. I know there's scrapers and things like that, but I don't have that out here. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over, and I know where my design is, so I'm just going to go from this side and rub it down this way as well, because I do want to make sure that I'm getting it stuck well. And of course the best way to try that is to start picking it up. And if your letters peel up, then it's not stuck good enough. So far so good. Now I also try to peel kind of like sideways, you might say, or up and down. And again, if I see a spot that isn't sticking, you can just rub it on down. Because these canvases flex, so it's a little harder to get these letters to stick on a flexible surface. A lot easier on a hard surface. So I'm just going to slowly go, and now I'm going to rub this again because of where this sits. I want to make sure that I get my letters down. Here we go. And you can save these transfer sheets and you can use them again and again. Alright, so let's rub this down. I'm more or less feeling to make sure it's rubbed down. So here it is so far. I like the gold. And then I have, that one there. But I think we need one right here. So I'm going to instead, I could just take my transfer sheet like so. And rub it on my transfer sheet. And then you just peel it off. Sorry. You just peel it off from there and then apply it. And I think I want this one to go this direction. Yes. And then just do the same thing. Rub it down. Carefully peel it off. These have these tiny little stems on them, so I have to be careful. Like so. Alright. Now if you want, like I said, I have a whole bunch of these different sizes and stuff, but I don't want to overdo it. So I think that's almost enough decoration. Let me bring this closer. Enough decoration on there. Now it's all up to, what picture should we put in here? Now, since this is St. Patrick's Day, I would probably put in a picture of, something in Ireland. The funny thing I thought of was actually if I had a picture of the crew of Irish People Try, because I love that show, I would probably put that in there. Or one of the castles, or, something. Just the green hills that are there that are so gorgeous. But anyway, that's not for me to decide. What we'll do is we will seal this whole thing and then put the plexiglass and the backing back on, and then it will be ready to be sold. So there we go. And the picture that comes with is a picture of a little girl, so I'm not going to show you that. But see, it's this size. So you just need to cut your picture whatever you want to put in there. You could probably put a painting in a painting, if you want to put a painting under there. That's for whoever decides that they want to purchase this, which will be later on my Etsy shop after it's all sealed. But that's how I do these Cricut vinyls on paintings. So that is our St. Patrick's Day one. So again, happy St. Patrick's Day to all of my Irish friends. Now let's work on the other paintings we have left to do. So I'm just going to turn this one and set it up over here for now. And we'll put those over there. than my canvas. There we go. All right, now let's run up here a little bit. That's stuck, but I can't get I can't get the rest of this undone, so I'm just going to peel it off of there. And just got to get it to unattach. There we go. Detach from the transfer sheet. There we go. So now I can. Whoop, no. There. Boy, stubborn. I thought this was going to be easy because it was thicker, but it's actually more difficult than the thinner tree with all those delicate little branches. There we go. All right, we're getting there. I don't know, am I blocking you? This started to come up, so I'm just going to use my finger to detach it from the transfer sheet and push it onto the canvas. And I am going to wrap this one around. You know, just like we do when we do our pours, we want our edges to make sense and match, so why not? Why not just run that transfer all the way down, you know, instead of cutting it off. Okay, got that. Now, last branch here. There we go. Okay, let's put our transfer sheet off to the side, and I'm going to fix this little branch right here. Now, I chose the colors of the transfers that I did, yes, to blend into the painting that we've already done. Okay, so I just bring these over. And these will get stuck down permanently once the sealer is on the painting. So I'm just going to make sure, because you can hear the bubbles. I can hear, you know, when I push them out, I can hear them. Everything looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so here is our pink one. And yes, if you notice, you can see little bubbles in here. You can't do anything about that. That has to do with the fact that your paint, when it dries, and your canvas is not going to be flat. So you just have to deal with that. And that's why you got to make sure that when you seal this, you seal tight around here, so that when these areas that have lumps in them from the paint, that they don't hold this up and go through your sealer. So that is our pink and blue so far. Okay. I thought about it later that if I had done a yellow one, I could have done Earth, Wind, what is it? Earth, Wind, Fire, and Earth, Wind, Fire, and oh, it's not coming to me, but the 4 elements. I could have done those in these paintings, but I didn't. So our last tree is kind of a combination of the other two. I like it. It's purple, okay, and it has a thicker, what am I thinking? Trunk on it, and then some thinner branches to it. And I think it'll look really nice on this purple one. So again, I'm just going to look at it and decide how far up I should go with it. And then we'll put it on the transfer sheet, like so again. Start from the bottom, get your bubbles out. Oh, I already got a big bubble in there. Get your bubbles out. Okay. Like so. Okay, so first thing, let's rub your design onto your transfer sheet. And again, your transfer sheets you can use quite a few times. I have one sheet, this one, the little one that we had the St. Patty's Day on and stuff. I use them over and over again. So I just put the paper, this paper, back on the transfer sheet and just put it off to the side. All right, we've got that on there, and I have a big bubble there. So here's what I'm talking about. You can see this big bubble I have right there, and that will make that section not stick very well. So I'm just going to find my edge, and I'm going to, oh, I guess it is sticking a bit. I got lucky. It's sticking to the transfer sheet, but it's probably going to cause me an issue in a minute here. Okay, this way. Okay, so this is my tree bottom. And so now I'm just going to look and see, because this is nice and dark and purple. How far up do we want it to go? I think there. I'm going to look at it real quick. I think that looks nice. I think if I went up too much higher, let's look at it. If I went up too much higher, we'd be way up here, and then our trunk wouldn't look like a trunk. If I went down too far here, then our branches wouldn't look like branches. So let's do a happy medium, like I said, and let's put it about there. I think that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to smooth this out, flip it over, rub it on here, just to make sure I got good adherence. We've got this bubble here, remember, that I think is going to cause us a little bit of problems, but we'll see. Now I'm just rubbing it. You can hear the bubbles going out. Trying to get the bubbles all the way to the edge. Now let's see what we've got. Yeah, so I've already got it not sticking. So gotta get that to come off of the transfer sheet and stick to the painting itself, or we won't get very far. Okay, there we go. This one to come off of this side, because I know this side's going to be kind of a hill. There we go. Okay, now just watch where you're going. Go up your branches, stick your branches down, stick your branches down. And go up. When I get over here, now I just have this one last branch. Okay, move your transfer paper and lay your branch down nice and flat. Okay, and now I'm going to roll this over the edge, but this one's a little bit longer, so I am going to have to cut this one off. So just cut it off like so. This one looks good. Alright, now, before I forget, I'm going to figure out which way my transfer paper goes back on. There we go. Okay. Well, I'm a little off. I think we'll use this one. Oh, there. Sticky! Now, if any of you use Cricut, I am new to all this stuff. My husband does all the cricketing stuff for me. So I am just applying the things that I ask him. So here's our purple tree. Lovely. Okay. So I don't know. I think I love the purple one. The blue one, I don't know, blue's my favorite. And then the pink one I think looks really cool as well. But you'll have to let me know what you think about these. So now I'm just going to leave these sit. You know, they don't have to dry or anything, but I'm going to be sealing all of these paintings at once. So all 3 of the trees, and then my St. Patrick's Day greeting card to all of my Irish friends out there. This is for you. So I will be sealing them all at once, and then if I forget to show them to you, just let me know, because sometimes I forget which ones I've shown you guys and which ones I, you know, neglected to show you. But just let me know and I'll show you all of them. And until my next video, please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And if you're interested in my videos, go ahead and subscribe. That way you won't miss out on any of the videos. Sometimes I throw in an odd video every once in a while. And when you're subscribed, you won't miss out on that. So, thank you for watching tonight. And until next time, bye.